What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Tapped In 209. We got the full squad in here today, as well as an interview later on in the episode, right after our basketball segment, of course, with Central Catholic senior Jordan Magana. That's going to be an absolutely fantastic interview for those of you that do not know him. We got basketball today, and recently it's going to be baseball. Games are just going to start up, and so we'll cover that real quick, and then we'll say it again later on, but next week we will go into our preseason top 10. With that, the VOL, Karsten, take us away.
First off, we have first place Mountain House. They're 8-2 in league, 21-5 overall, with win over Central Catholic and Patterson. They have games this week versus Manteca and Oakdale. In second place, we have Oakdale. They're 7-3 in league, 22-4 overall, with a win over Sierra. Games this week are versus East Union and Mountain House. At third place, we have East Union. They're 7-3 as well, 19-7 overall, with the win over Central Catholic. And games this week against Oakdale and Manteca. At fourth place, we have Central Catholic. They're 7-4 in league and 15-12 overall. They moved up number one last week to number four, and this games this week for Sierra. Fifth place, we have Patterson. They're 4-7 in league, 12-14 overall. They have games this week versus Sierra. And then at sixth place, we have Sierra. They're 2-8 in league, 13-13 overall. With games this week versus Patterson and Central Catholic. And at seventh place, we have Manteca. They're 1-9 in league and 7-19 overall, with games this week against Mountain House and East Union.
So I think we touched on this, but I feel like VOL is going to put four teams into the playoffs.
Mhm.
These top four teams just battling out between Mountain House, EU, Oakdale, and Central Catholic. The three of the four teams are playing each other, so it's going to be, whoever wins this week is probably going to end up winning league between Mountain House, East Union, and Oakdale. Most of these teams are separated by one loss. I think Mountain House has two losses. East Union and Oakdale have three losses. Central Catholic only has Sierra this week, so they're sitting back watching to see how this unfolds. They could potentially end up in third place in this league. But no, it's a pretty action-packed week over there in the VOL. So
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead, Alvin, with TCal.
All right, TCal, first place, we got MC, 11-0 in league. Essentially just wrapped up the league championship again. They are 20-6 overall. This week they beat Lincoln and Tracy. Lincoln game was very good. I think it came down to the end of the last possession by Lincoln, could not make the bucket. So that was probably the closest game that MC has had all year in league. Sincere, I believe, went down in the second quarter with an injury. Just wasn't himself the rest of that game. But no, that was a good game. They have MC has Western Ranch on Monday, which is a non-league matchup, and they have St. Mary's on Wednesday, I believe. MC is ranked 22nd overall in California, number 2 in San Joaquin section, number 2 in Division 1 for the San Joaquin section, and number 4 in California for Division 1. Second place, we have the Trojans from Lincoln, 6-4 in league, 18-7. Big wins this week over San Joaquin Memorial, big powerhouse from Fresno, and they lost to MC. We had talked about it earlier. In the win, San Joaquin Memorial is during the Super Saturday Showcase at Delta College. I'll talk about that game a little later. Games this week, they played Lathrop on Tuesday, a non-league matchup, West, and then St. Mary's. I guess the rivalry is renewed now since St. Mary's beat them, so that will be on Friday night at Lincoln. Lincoln is ranked number 6 in the section overall, number 6 in Division One for the section, and ranked number 14 in California in Division One. In third place, we have the Bulldogs from Tracy, 6-4 in league, 18-8 overall. They lost a non-league matchup to Edison and beat Kimball. Games this week include Lodi and West. Fourth place, we got Lodi, 5-5 in league and 13-3 overall. This week they play Tracy and Kimball. Fifth place, we have St. Mary's, who is 5-5 in league, 15-11 overall. This week, running the gauntlet with Modesto Christian and Lincoln. Sixth place, West, 2-8 overall, 13-13. I'm sorry, 2-8 in league, 13-13 overall. This week they get to play Lincoln and Tracy. And in last place, seventh place, we have Kimball, who's 1-10 in the league and 11-16 overall. Games this week versus Lodi.
Yeah. With that, it's the SJ2A time. Out in first, currently undefeated in league so far, is Weston Ranch at 7-0, as they are 15-12 overall. Took down Chavez and Tokay this week. Took a loss to Clayton Valley Charter. They'll take on Modesto Christian, like we said, and the league tournament is at the end of this week. So with that in second, it's Edison at 6-1, as they're 15-9 overall. Took down Tracy, McNair, Franklin, and Pittsburgh, as they'll take on Kennedy, and then as well as the league tournament. For McNair, they're in third at 4-3 in league and 16-10 overall. They took down Bear Creek, but lost to Edison. In fourth, it's going to be Bear Creek as well at 4-3, 8-16 overall. Chavez is 3-4 in league, 10-18 overall. Tokay also 3-4 at 10-18. Stag is 1-6 at 7-21, and Franklin 0-7 with a 1-27 overall. Again, league tournament is this week, so they will be doing all that fun stuff. It'll be fun to watch.
As soon as we get the schedule, we'll post it to our site. So all of you will have that.
Absolutely.
All games are at Bear Creek this week.
Oh, yeah. And Venture, they went 2-0 this week and are 21-5 overall. They took down Stone Ridge Christian and Castro Valley in the Super Saturday Showcase. They'll take on University Prep and Western Sierra College Academy. Currently ranked 17th in the Sac Joaquin section, number 1 in Division 4, and 8th overall in Division 4 in California. Next things next is going to be our Super Saturday coverage that just happened. Go ahead and check out our Instagram, as obviously Alvin and K-Mud had great interviews, and those are over there as well with all of our game MVPs. With that, our first game was River Island and Stone Ridge Christian, as that was a nail-biter 56-55 win for River Islands. Alvin.
River Islands was led by Charles Mapano with 17 points. Stone Ridge Christian had the lead for most of the game, but River Islands came back late in the game to hold on and win that matchup.
Yeah. Next up was a 57-53 game for Fortune, as they took down Bear Creek. K-Mud.
Fortune was led by freshman Taylor Davis with 22 points. It's a great game, great back and forth game. There are a couple of turnovers at the end of the game that cost Bear Creek.
Okay. Next up, Lodi fell to Intercom 64-53. Alvin.
Game MVP was Jaden Claxton, who had 13 points and 10 rebounds. Complete domination by Intercom in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another game that kind of felt like a lot of complete domination was this Clayton Valley Charter game, as they took down Weston Ranch 63-44. K-Mud?
For me, CBC had the best performance at the showcase. They were well coached and used the left side of the hoop better than anyone I've seen all year. CBC led by Zom Grissom with 25 points. Watch out for him. He will be playing at the next level.
Mm-hmm. Next up was a 72-57 win for Venture Academy over Castro Valley.
Josiah Johnson led the way with 16 points. Venture Academy dominated from the tip-off. Great all-around game for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, another nail-biter to end out the night, 52-50, as Lincoln takes down San Joaquin Memorial.
We had the performance of the night. This goes to Trey Simmons with 28 points. Lincoln had the lead for most of the first half, but then went into a shooting slump in the third quarter. Simmons then picked it up and led the team to victory.
Yeah. So with that, a huge thank you to Coach Eddie Hernandez at Delta College, AD Jim Sells with Venture Academy, and Coach Eric King for including us in this showcase. Thank you all for the support, and we really appreciate it. Also giving us, the background and everything that we got for our interviews, selecting the players,
Mhm.
everything for us. Thank you so much. With that, it's going to be our power rankings time. And at the 10th spot, finally come right back into the top 10. It's going to be Tracy at 8-8, or 18-8, excuse me. Number 9, K Mud.
Number 9, we have East Union. They're 19-7.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, I got the Mustangs from Oakdale, 22-4.
Mm-hmm.
22-4.
Yeah. And at the 7th spot, it's going to be Mountain Houses. They're 21-5.
And at number 6, we have E House at 15-9.
Okay, number 5, we got Enox, 22-4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Western Ranch still in the top 4 as they are 15-12.
Yeah, couldn't really punish them. They played a great Clayton Valley Charter team, so I took that for its worth. They've got an injury. Francois did not play in that game, yeah.
Huge loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, we got Lincoln, 18-7. Big win last night against San Joaquin Memorial. Have them up at 3.
Mm-hmm. Came out at 2.
And at the number 2, we have Venture Academy. They're 21-5.
Yeah, and rounding out first, as always, it's going to be Modesto Christian at 20-6. So before we take off to baseball, it's going to be that interview that we talked about with Jordan Magana. And with that, you're going to see him right now. What's up, everybody? We got Jordan Magana in the house, the senior guard out of Central Catholic. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Couple things on you. 2025 VOL MVP as a junior and the Marin Catholic all-tourney team as well. This kid has been absolutely doing it this year. 16.7 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2 steals a game. Also, congrats to you, Jordan Magana, for recently breaking the all-time school scoring record.
Thank you so much.
So, absolutely, congratulations. So thank you so much again for joining us. I know it's super busy and, basketball season's pretty much coming to a close pretty soon and everything like that. So you guys have been tearing it up. It's been really fun to watch what you guys have been doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Alvin?
Yeah, so we're going to just start, with some questions for you. When did you start playing hoop?
I started playing basketball since I was 4 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, we got into it a lot with my older brother because my older brother started when he was 5. So ever since I've been watching my older brother, I've been wanting to touch a basketball since.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What AAU programs have you played for?
I've played for my first AAU program was Slam and Jam. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. I played for Slam and Jam. I played for the Hornets. I've played for the Junior Kings. That was probably one of the best programs I played for. We were nationally ranked. I played with a lot of ranked kids there. That one had me realize that basketball there's different levels to it, and that was amazing to be a part of that. And then I also played for Team Rampage on the New Balance circuit this past year, and that was great to experience.
That's a lot of traveling, huh?
I didn't even get to play in California, so that was I was in Texas, Memphis, so that was amazing to do that and travel with my teammates and stuff. So that was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah. Well, just asking on that, what would you say? Because I know a lot of the boys now are leaning towards those teams that play on those different circuits, right? There's so many circuits, right?
Yeah.
Puma circuit, there's the Nike circuit, the EYBL,
yeah.
The Under Armour circuit. What are some of the benefits you see for playing on one of those circuits teams?
The benefit I saw was there's no team that you're gonna play that's just like a blowover, if that makes sense. Every team you play, they're coming for you, and they're fighting for a scholarship. Everyone's fighting for a scholarship. Everyone's fighting for a look from a college, and that was the most amazing part because everyone is really good. no
Yeah.
matter who you play. And then that like was a game changer for me because I was like, okay, it made me realize like, okay, I got to put in more work, and seeing like the top circuit teams that you play in, like the ones that are just fully sponsored and with all like the stars players,
Yeah.
like seeing all that is like, okay, like that was just crazy to watch. So it's really cool to experience.
So I ask you the good side of it. What are some of the downsides you feel?
The downsides, the downsides, I would probably say that like I didn't get to like my parents didn't come watch me at all, and usually my parents were at every game, so like traveling without them is like as you're by yourself out there, and I think that was like a life lesson for me too. Like especially when I'm getting older, like you're just by yourself, and that was really cool. Just your teammates are your family, but it's like not having your family there, like your real family. That was probably the downside for me.
Yeah, I hear it's quite costly, right? Like
Yeah,
to play because you're traveling, your hotels,
yeah,
everything's on you and your parents, right?
yeah. Of
And then
course.
if you add, I mean, I know a lot of parents like they want to come watch, right?
Yeah,
But then now you're adding an extra, cost with that. So no, I get. I think a lot of boys don't realize. Oh, they like the flash of going and playing these circuits, but thank
yeah,
you for shedding some light on that, man. Yeah, yeah, you're just out there,
yeah, yeah. No,
by
that.
yourself with
Yeah,
your teammates, and you know, getting a little taste of what college basketball is going to be like.
yeah,
I guess at the end of the day.
yeah.
So, all right, Carson.
Was there a moment when you realized basketball could really be your path?
The moment I realized was my freshman year summer ball. Coming into my coming into my freshman year playing summer ball in high school, I knew that I could do something really big with it. My first ever summer ball game was against Modesto Christian. My first ever high school game was against Modesto Christian, and that was oh man, like I couldn't tell you, like that was just crazy. Like I played against I don't know if you guys know BJ Davis.
Yep, I
I
played
guarded
with
him as
you.
my mic going into my freshman year,
Yeah,
and so that was like, and I played pretty decent. Especially against like a D1 guy like that. Like I played pretty decent my eighth grade year, and we only lost by 10, and that's when I realized like, okay, I can really do something if I
yeah,
really put my effort into it. And I started taking basketball super serious after that, going in, training in every day. So that moment when I got to play against a top ranked team like that, and they're a well respected team,
yeah,
and
Mhm.
especially that team that went deep in playoffs. So that was an amazing moment for me too, because that's when I officially got moved up to varsity my freshman year. So that was when I realized like this is for me.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Who first believed in your game before most other people did?
My mother, my mother was the first one. My mother is the one that is always like, you need to keep putting in work, putting in work, putting in work. Because my dad, this is the thing. Like my dad was a big my older brother guy because my older brother's really. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of my older brother. He played Central
Yeah.
Catholic too, and so I watched him. I grew up with like I just wanted to play basketball just like him. But my mother was the one that was like, you need to keep going, going, and going. And that was the first person to believe in like me in this basketball career that I had.
So your older brother, where's he playing at right now?
He's at Linfield University in Oregon.
Okay, is he the one? Did he go away? Didn't want to play or decide not to play and went away to college? Did he go to Baylor or something? Or am I thinking of someone else?
No, you're thinking of someone else.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So he plays. He's been playing at Linfield a couple years.
he went to Delta with. I know you guys interviewed Eddie Hernandez.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
There's the
Mhm.
story then. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I knew
So
Eddie. Eddie told me of another kid, but I think he said or your older brother played for him.
yeah, so he went to Delta after his high school career at Central, and then after the 2 years he went to Delta, ended up picking up an offer at Linfield. So now he play. He says this is last year, this year, and then
Okay.
yeah, so yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Um.
Nice.
All right. Carson.
What was the hardest part of your early basketball years?
My hardest part of my early basketball years was getting up every day and working out. And I know that sounds crazy, but like was just getting up and staying consistent. Staying consistent was the hardest part for me, was because like I knew I had talent, but like talent is only going to bring you so far. And so doing all the little extra stuff, that was staying consistent with the little extra stuff and like the morning workouts and the two a days, like that was the hardest part for me.
Mhm.
What part of your game are you most proud of?
I'm proud of the facilitating of my game. I really love facilitating the ball. Like I love when my teammates are involved. I love when I can get everybody and sharing love with the rock, and I love it. I love like when we have a team win with like three guys are scoring double digits off of me facilitating. Like I love that.
Nice, nice.
Nice. In your opinion, what separates good players from great players at this level?
I think what separates good players from great players is their attitude. I think attitude separates a lot because a lot of great players have the attitude of making their team better. I feel like a lot of just good players are just want to make themselves better. So I think great players are making the people around them better, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And can you walk us through your pregame routine? Like what kind of music you listen to, your mindset, rituals, it's all of that?
Yeah, so when I come home from school, I eat rice and eggs before every game. I eat rice and eggs. That's my pregame meal. When I listen to for music, I listen to calm music. I listen to rain music. I kind of just like to calm myself down, just so, like I'm not so like excited before the game, and I just get to play at my own pace. So that's how I kind of like feel it, like get it in my head, like play at your own pace. Don't let no one speed you up. To stay at like that calm momentum.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh,
Any rituals that you have before a
I do
game?
not. I do not have any rituals. When I stretch, though, this sounds weird, but when I stretch, I do 7 seconds. I don't know why. I just
Oh,
always done that since I was a freshman. I stretch at 7 seconds with every stretch.
Gotcha, gotcha. Who has been the most influential coach or mentor in your development so far?
Brandon Bracy. I don't know if you guys know who that
Oh,
is. Brandon Bracy. He was
I've
an
heard of
assistant
him.
coach at Delta. Yeah, he was definitely the most influential to me because my eighth grade year, I was okay at basketball, but not too great. And he was the one that I always played the circuit with him. That was my head coach on the Rampage team.
Okay.
And he's been the coach that's been like with me since I've been in this basketball career. Like he's the one that's believed in me. Like he's the one that's been with me and riding with me. And he's definitely the most influential to me.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Mhm.
what's one underrated part of your game that people don't talk about enough?
I think my passing. I don't think a lot of people talk about my passing. I love to like come off and like off screens and to like just dish to my like because I have like really good shooters on my team, and I love to like attack and just kick out. And I think a lot of people don't see that as much or don't talk about it as much. And I feel like that's like what I love, like the underrated part of my game.
All right.
How do you balance school, basketball, and your personal life?
I balance school basketball and personal life. So school always comes first. My mom made sure that school always comes first before anything. And but basketball is also like a big part of my life. So I come home, get all my homework done right away because we have practice at 5 o'clock every day. So I get home, do my homework, get all out the way, and then I go straight to my basketball practice. And then I also go back to training again after practice. So then once I get all my homework done, I don't have to come home and worry about anything. So that's yeah.
Mhm.
What's the toughest matchup you've ever faced, and what did you learn from it?
The toughest matchup I ever faced was against University from San Francisco.
Okay.
That team, that team was something else. They gave us a pretty good whooping, and yeah, they the lesson I learned was that they move the ball really well. Like they play really good team basketball. And
Yeah.
like the way that they just moved and like the sets they ran, like that was just it felt like I was playing a college team, if that makes sense.
Right.
And
Right.
so like our team, like even our own team was like, wow, this is like it was really good to watch, even playing against them. Like they're a really good basketball team.
I mean, those are those moments where you know there's different levels at high
Yeah, for
school,
sure.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like I'm
that,
sure that those
yeah,
guys are up there with the De La Salles, the Clayton Valleys, the Salesian Preps, right?
yeah,
Like it's a different brand of basketball. Like when you get deep into the Bay, you
yes,
know. So
yes. Those guys they were pretty good.
awesome.
How has
First,
your basketball IQ improved over the years?
My basketball IQ for my freshman year has improved a lot. I feel like playing varsity for the 4 years has helped me tremendously from just being around the like varsity level for so long. And I feel like now like going into my like coming to the end of my senior year, I feel like I just see the basketball game so much more. Like I see like the cuts, the movements that are open. And so like just seeing like being around the varsity level just helped my IQ just improve tremendously.
During those tough stretches, how do you keep your teammates locked in?
I stay positive with them. Staying positive with my teammates, especially like you got to know your team too and know your teammates. And my team needs positive in them. And what if I can keep them positive, we stay locked in, we stay ready, and we are ready to go and finish the game.
Great. Looking ahead, what's the one thing you want people to remember about you and the game that when they watched you play?
I want people to remember that I was a great teammate. I want like no matter outside of my own game, I want people to remember like, oh, that's a person that I would want to play with, if that makes sense. I want the people like, oh, he had a great attitude. He had a great picked up his teammates. He listened. He was just a good vocal, good leader on the court.
Yeah.
Cool.
What we have a lot of respect for the Central Catholic program. Coach Wilson is such a good person. You know,
Yeah,
we've seen your guys' facility. Your facility is, I tell people, you guys are the best facility in the valley, like
yeah,
hands down, right?
yeah. It's pretty
Like,
nice.
yeah, it's very, very impressive. But you know, you guys are, you know, consistently there every single year. You know, this year
Yeah,
was is just a nuts year. I mean, we talked about your guys' league this year. I mean, everyone's beating everyone. There's no method to the
man. I
madness
trust me.
anymore.
I'm with you on that. Our league is crazy this year.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to put four teams in the playoffs, you know, this year. So,
Yeah,
yeah, just having fun, just watching everything unfold in the VOL this year. So,
Hmm.
all right.
Yeah. What's a goal that you've had set for yourself since your freshman year that you hope to accomplish or maybe already accomplished?
a goal that I set was to be the VOO MVP. I don't know if you guys remember Malachi Miller from my freshman year, maybe not.
Yeah.
He got VO MVP, and that my freshman year, I didn't even know like those accolades were a thing. I just learned it, and so to
Hmm.
learn like oh you can get league MVP, I strive for that, and I tried, and I ended up getting it last year, and I wrote it on my door, had a
Mm,
piece of paper, and woke up to it every morning walking out VO 2025 MVP.
that's awesome.
That is
Mhm.
amazing.
And if you could tell young hoopers one thing about chasing this path, what would it be?
I would say staying in the gym and staying consistent. I think staying consistent is the biggest thing that you could do playing this game. Because if you stay consistent, you already pass majority of the basketball players that are already playing.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
All right. Any offers? Tell us, has recruiting been like?
Recruiting's been up and down. Recruiting's been up and down. Talk. I know you guys talk to Eddie. I talk to Eddie all
Yeah.
the time. Love Eddie. Great coach. Great program. My brother went through there too. I talked to Bryce a little bit from
Okay.
MJC.
Mm,
I talked to Rocky Mountain College, NAIA
okay.
from Montana,
Hmm.
and then I've also been talking to
Okay.
Okay.
Linfield University. So those right now are the main ones.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right.
That's amazing.
Thank
Before we
you.
go into rapid fire, and we're gonna post this clip on our Instagram site, but tell us about the buzzer beater. It was about a week or so ago against Oakdale.
Oh that game was crazy. That was probably one of the best memories I've made playing basketball. Packed out crowd, packed out gym, both student sections going crazy. Both fans are going crazy, and coming down to that last moment and taking that shot, and it was just an amazing feeling. Like tied 55-55, they come down, hit a huge layup, and we go down. Our coach calls a great timeout.
Mhm.
Get us ready, get us mentally ready for this last play. Draws it up. It ended up breaking up. They ended up getting through the screen. That was for me in the corner.
Mhm.
So then my guard, Amari Waterford, ends up going down, gives it to Zach Ismail. Zach Ismail drives, and my guy left to go double Zach. And
Oh.
so that when he left to go
Really?
double Zach, when he left to go double Zach Zach automatically knew like oh he just he gave it up and he trusted me with that shot. And that's where like my teammates love come in. Like we all trust each other if that makes sense. Like and so he trusted me with that shot, and right when it went up, I knew it felt good. Like the moment was too big, if that made sense. Like it was too
Yeah.
big to not make it.
Right, right.
And so like once that went in, I ran our student section. I love our student section. I don't know if you've ever heard about our student section. Like our
Yeah,
student section gets
Mhm.
crazy, and like we like that. That's just like we're such a small school too. So it's
yeah.
like everyone knows everyone, and so we were just all celebrating. And that was just a great moment for our school and for our team.
Yeah, and Oakdale has put together quite a year this year, so
Oh
I
man,
think they've only
they're
lost
Mhm.
now
amazing.
4 games this year, so that's and then their student section brings it too. So yeah,
Yeah, they do.
that was
Mhm.
probably a great experience for you guys. So
Yeah,
all right, all right.
Cool. Yeah, rapid fire time.
yes, sir.
Anywhere from a word to a sentence. And then everyone always has a couple questions that they like to expand on, but word to a sentence if that's good with you.
Okay, of course.
Cool. First things first. What is your favorite basketball shoe right now?
Kobe's.
Mhm. What's your favorite gym to play in besides your own?
I would say Oakdale's. I like Oakdale's old school look, if that makes sense. I love it.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who's your biggest rival school?
Oakdale.
Okay.
Oakdale by far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go-to pregame snack.
I'm gonna go granola bar.
Okay.
Right.
Layup, dunk, three.
I gotta go 3 on that one.
Okay. Who's your favorite NBA player, past or present?
Kyrie Irving is my favorite NBA player.
Okay.
All right. All right.
What's a tougher day, conditioning day or a film session?
For me, it's film session for sure. For sure.
You might be the first person that
Yeah,
says
that's true. I was gonna say the first
Rick,
person to say that one.
getting called out on film might be whoa, man. It's just
Yeah.
especially Wilson. Wilson gets a little
yeah.
crazy sometimes.
Uh-huh.
So he, I'm like, oh man. So you don't want to get called out on film at Central Catholic. That's a hard part.
What's your favorite song to listen to before a game?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go. I'm on one by Drake.
Mhm.
All right. Favorite subject in school?
I'm going math. I love math.
Okay. All right.
Do you prefer early morning practice or a late night?
Late night. I love late night basketball.
Mhm. Who talks the most trash on your team?
I'm gonna have to go me or my big Colin
All
Okay.
right. What's Colin's
Mhm.
last name?
Benninger.
All right.
His brother goes to Oakdale. They play.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. You
okay.
got two brothers over there who play on Oakdale, and oh my goodness,
Yeah.
they're both on the court.
Oh, all right. What's the best basketball movie ever?
Ooh, I'm going Space Jam. Love Space Jam.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's your hidden talent off the court?
Ooh, I can write with both hands.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
all right.
Okay.
What's your favorite fast food spot after a game?
Canes. Love Canes. Can eat Canes every day
Mhm.
if I wanted to.
Let me ask you this: when you order your canes, because we did the showcase yesterday in Stockton, and everyone is like, "I get the box. Oh no, the Caniac is that the 4-1?"
Yeah,
They're
that's
Yeah.
the
like,
six
Yep.
one.
"Oh,
Box. So
they're like no coleslaw, add extra toast." Are you a
Yeah,
coleslaw
Yeah.
guy? Or are you
I
a
am. I am not a coleslaw guy. I am an extra toast guy. I'm a very extra sauce guy too. I can order like
okay?
5 sauces on the side.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
For sure. Oh,
Are you a bucket getter or a lockdown defender?
I'm a bucket getter.
Hmm.
Mhm.
what number do you wear and why?
I wear number 2, and I switched my number. I was number 2 last year, but I switched it my freshman year and sophomore year. But the reason why I wear number 2 was my mother had actually a miscarriage, and the day it was on February 2nd. So I just realized like I wanted to wear number 2
That's
for my mom and for her.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's great.
Hmm.
What's the worst drill in practice?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go our Notre Dame. I don't like it's called UCLA. We call it Notre Dame.
Okay.
And man, we run so much when we do that, and we're exhausted. Wilson will have us doing it for like an hour and a half, hour. So
Uh,
Okay. If you weren't playing basketball, what sport would you play?
baseball.
Okay.
I told myself I would if I didn't play basketball, I would play baseball.
Okay.
well, one we don't have in there. You got any shout outs?
Um, I do not. I do not.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. Drew?
Yeah, I think last question here. If you could pick any player on a local high school team to play with, who would you pick?
Jason Powers
Okay.
from
He's with
Gregory. He's
Gregory. Okay.
Cool.
yeah, he was my AAU teammate in the circuit. We played together. So me
Okay.
and him were traveling together all the times because we were the only ones from our area who played on our
Yeah.
circuit.
Mm.
So that's one player that I would love to play with for sure. And it was
Cool.
great playing with him. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Amazing. Well, that's all we got for you today. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on the absolutely fantastic career that you've had so far. And we can't wait to see what you guys do for the rest of the year.
thank you so much. I appreciate you guys
Mhm.
having me. I thank you so much.
Absolutely. We'll see you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
One. Welcome back, everybody. And yes, we're not going to actually close the episode quite yet. It's baseball time. First things first,
Mhm.
we want to say a lot of these games that we're going to be talking about could potentially be scrimmage games. These teams like to put the scrimmages in on max preps, and not all the time they label it as a scrimmage. So just giving you guys forewarning right now, these games could or could not be scrimmages. So first things first, Alvin takes away with the SJ2A.
All right, that's J2. We got Stag, upcoming games versus Vista del Lago, Calaveras, and Pioneer. Pioneer's out of Woodland. Franklin High School, upcoming games this week versus Ripon and Manteca. McNair, they will play Argonaut and River Islands. Got Tokay. Tokay will be taking on Lathrop this week, as well as Chavez will be taking on Grant High School. Bear Creek will play Johansson and Tracy this week. Western Ranch plays Escalon, Linden, and Lathrop. Lastly, we have Edison. Edison plays Lathrop and Windsor.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our games for the SJ2A
Mhm.
this week.
Yeah. Kema, take us away with the VOL.
To start us off, we have Manteca. They're going against Los Banos and Franklin. Mountain House will be playing games against Series, and no one else has a game this week in the VLL.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, it's just TCal. Just going to be one game for Tracy. It's going to be against Bear Creek. So yeah, obviously this one was very short. Again, we didn't know if these are scrimmages and anything like that. We're going to wait and see how these games roll out before we announce our top 10 for that as well. So stick along through baseball season. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic and electric season. With that, we say thank you so much for watching as well, all the
Happy
way
Super
through.
Bowl Sunday.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday. We know this comes out on Wednesday, but we are filming this on a Sunday. So, yeah, again, thank you for watching this all the way through. We'll see you all next week. See
See
ya.
ya.
See ya.
Peace.